Sanctious Snake. Code Red thinks you were singing the Sonic Adventure 2 theme song.
Destiny's Child? Yeah.
By Destiny's Child. Take my hand, I'll set you free. I knew that song quite well because that was the only level of the game I ever played because I was really good at it and I could get S ranking. Okay, you're pissing me off. Just stop it. I've never even killed all three of them and then see what happens after. My God. Yeah, Rose Luminescence. I don't remember going through the trouble of wearing, like, doing the Mask of Truth and all of that and learning. I just remember, like, a very stupid, useless... Like, it's dumb because at that point of the game, I've already broken some false walls by clearly looking at the differently colored wall. And then at that point, the game decides to tell me, hey, did you know if you smack your sword against him, this happens? I'm like, why do I need to know that? At that point, it's just novelty. Like, hey, I see that this wall here can clearly be knocked down. Maybe I'll hit it with my sword and see if... Oh, yep, different sound. I guess that was mildly interesting. Man, these fuckers are strong. Oh, here we go. Oh, here goes. Homeboys and homegirls, it's time for Keenan and Cal. Keep you laughing in the afternoon, so don't touch that dial or leave the room. And I'm Coolio, and this is my last good song, and then everyone forgets who I am after this. And, oh, Golden Fleece counter, because powering up the blades does that. Let's do it. Oh, air, yes. Right, so clearly this needs to be over here. Man, I used to know the words to the Keenan and Kel theme song. Rose Luminescence Angie is singing Spice Girls on chat. Just so you know. I just look over and I see friendship never ends. Okay, see, I wasn't completely crazy. I did need an explodey jar for something. What I need it for as of yet, I'm not sure. I'm probably just gonna knock it off this ledge here. Okay, now that there's only two of you, I can deal with you much more easily. I was waiting for him to throw the thing so I could counter it, and he's like, it's like he's like trying to play fetch with a dog. I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna throw and I completely fell for it. Damn it! I knew that would happen, and now I don't have my more powerful blades. Yes, Angie loves cutting wigs and spraying glitter and hairspray and all this shit right next to my new computer. That won't hurt anything. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because Angie's leaving to do... Dog! What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Dog! You all can't see my bewilderment right now. Not content with walking across the keyboard controlling the stream, he just like walked across my entire laptop. And when I gave him the what the fuck face, he just went whoa, and stopped dead in his tracks, still on my laptop, and then just decided right then would be a good time to stretch all across it and like open 17 tabs. He even opened up the metadata for the page, you know, where all like the code is. He opened that up. It's like a bunch of random bullshit. I just laid there. Like, what? There's nothing wrong with what I'm doing right now. And then rolled on his back, as I mentioned. His answer to everything. Roll on your back. Alright, so what the fuck? He opened... Oh, jeez. See, he closed the chat, little bitch. Now I don't know. God damn it. No, not Justin TV. What the fuck is that? Go away. How about Twitch, where my fucking chat is? Awesome. Dog, you broke my computer. I don't even know. What is this? I need like a technical difficulties placard with this little chihuahua on it. Oh, right. They don't spawn until I go through this bullshit. Ensuring that when I die, it's as annoying as possible. Oh my god. Could you maybe not get hit by every single fucking one? Oh Christ. This is... okay. Oh god. This... okay. It's time to heat up that breakfast burrito, methinks. Yeah, no, I need a way... I need to invest money in some sort of like infrared... what the fuck, dog? He's like tripping over shit now. But like some infrared tracker kind of thing. So here's what I would do. I would have like a articulating camera. Thanks, Angie. I'm just gonna die now. No, here. She walked in front of the screen for like half a second. But anyway, a camera on like on a head that moves, you know, that only points at the tracker. The tracker, of course, would be attached to the dog. And wherever he was, like maybe the camera's way over there on the wall or something, out of the way. And then anytime the dog does anything, it would just be pointed at him. I know the technology exists. I just have to figure it out. Maybe I'll start a donation stream. Like, no, don't donate to give me a better microphone or something like that. No. Strictly a dog tracking camera for stream. I love how this enemy in particular keeps like going ugh and grunting after they're dead. What the fuck was that? I broke the game, guys. White girl saint. Damn it! And I screwed up that part. Rose and Angie. White chicks. You can go get white chocolate mocha frappalados or whatever. Pumpkin spice and creamer and soy whiteness. I don't know. I don't know coffee. The Frappolato. Yeah, I only have protein shakes. Yeah, right before you go to your Yoga Lattes class. That is so fucking California. Like, leave it to Los Angeles to be like, let's just combine this shit together. You got CrossFit, just like, and it's just with exercise too. I have to do more than one, don't I? Oh no, okay, there, I got more steam. Yeah. Yeah, because that's all the trophy wives want to do, is have workouts. Oh, I'm gonna die, aren't I? Where the fuck am I going? Oh no, I made a little like bridge for me. Now, is there a secret now? Because I bet there might be. This doesn't look like a secret. But yeah, no, that's all. That's all, they just these soccer mom California people. They just want to work out as quickly and as easily as possible. So some marketing genius said, hey, let's just combine the exercises together into one word, and idiots won't know the difference. And it fucking worked. All right. And they just take the money from their rich husbands and do nothing all day except go to Yoga Lattes and have a $18 shake with like wheatgrass in it and drive their big black SUVs. Okay, I'm not liking this 2 ways to go thing. Okay, good. Ah, shit! 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 Worth it. Creepy. I know. Yeah, but see, Angie, you're talking about actually doing something with your life. I'm talking about these bitches who just, like, decide, like, oh, Tuesday is plastic surgery day. And, like, literally just do nothing. Contribute nothing to society. If you are fortunate enough to find yourself in a position where you're married to someone who's rich and can, like, fund your dreams and, like, actually go do something with it, that's different. Like, I told this one story. Like, you know how you can just tell someone's life story just by looking at them? So I was in a parking lot in my old, crappy, terrible car. Let me tell you, first of all, about my old car. I drove it across country, and I just had to have my my big screen TV. So my father, the carpenter, found a way to build a shelf in my car with the TV on it, and then he built a shelf over that so I could sleep on it as I drove across country. Everyone was convinced that I was going to go, oh, man, you got to go to a hotel, you know, just once. You know, you'd love it. Just, oh, it'll be nice to sleep in a bed. I'm like, no, I don't think you fully understand when I say I want this drive to be over as quickly as possible. It was from New York to California. Hot yoga? See, here I'm doing that again. I'm catching up on the, Oh, I have heard of hot yoga. My idiot coworker says she does that. She was stupid enough to show up to hot yoga hungover. Hungover is another word for extremely dehydrated. And, yeah, where you do yoga inside of a fucking sauna. Oh, my God. Which I think it has its benefits. Like, yoga really promotes circulation and that sort of shit through your... Tartarus! That's the word I was looking for, like, 18 streams ago. Oh! I'm in the middle of, like, 8 Has anyone seen the animated Sinbad Legend of the Seven Seas? Oh, but anyway, yeah, yoga does promote. I've done yoga a couple of times. It is no joke. Like, you think it's like you don't move from the mat. You stay on the mat for the entire time, and you sweat like crazy. It's kind of remarkable. But yeah, so whatever. Oh yeah, so I'm telling the car story, so I can tell the other story about money wasting soccer mom plastic surgeon bitches. Jesus. That was right after I upgraded the whatevers. Rose Luminescence said yes, got that shit on DVD.
Rose is my shit, okay? Me and Rose, we're like BFFs.
No, totally spray that toward the computer.
You know what? It's not going that far. See?
You're like way out here with it. You couldn't. Actually, can I go back? Alright, here's what I'm gonna discover here. Yep, this is what we're doing.
Alright, busy bee. Awesome!
Whatever. It's just a short wig.
You know what?
Who's even ever heard of Princess Mononoke? No one. Anyway, so my car, piece of shit, built a shelf. Like, yeah, like I'm gonna stop at a fucking hotel. Like, no, I slept in my car at rest stops, thinking, oh, I'll just get like a nice 2-hour, you know, whatever, and continue on my way and just get this fucking drive over with. It was some of the best sleep I ever had in the back of my car on this like wooden board. I don't know. I slept for like a full 8 hours every time. Oh, save points like way the fuck. Oh, I came this far. Whatever. So yeah, so there was that. But when I got to California, I had no passenger seat. In order to make that shelf work, no passenger seat. So anyone that wanted to ride with me had to ride in the back, and I chauffeured them around. There's no fucking save point. Jesus Christ. Wasted time. But whatever, I can tell my story. So, if anyone's from New York or somewhere where it snows, you're familiar with the idea that they pour salt on the roads, and it just destroys the shit out of your car. So I had, like, this salty, rusty, fucked up car. And so strike one is it had no passenger seat. Strike two happened when I was driving on the highway and I pulled out into this lane and some asshole hit me. Now, keep in mind, my car, piece of shit. 93 Chevy Cavalier. It was like $1,000. So someone hit my car, big black SUV, and he comes flying out of the car. Oh, you son of a bitch! You're at fault! Oh, I choked a little bit. And so he comes screaming and yelling and everything at me. Ah, you hit me! You're gonna sit right here! You know, I was like 20 or whatever at the time. You young punk! You're gonna sit right here and wait for the highway patrol! This car belongs to Will Smith! I'm like that was his bargaining chip. Like I wasn't going to wait for the highway patrol. Like, I'm not gonna be a dick. Like, there was an accident. I'm gonna wait for the cops to show up. That's how it works. But he had to add that the car belongs to Will Smith. You know, he's just driving, you know, that's how cool he is. He's just driving Will Smith's car, by the way. Now, the thing about it is, it was a really slick, nice black SUV with a completely gold suit in the back. He was delivering this suit to someone. And the fact that it was this gold suit I'm kind of inclined to believe it was Will Smith's car. Not gonna lie. So that happens, and we had insurance, whatever. It ended up being fine, but I had this gigantic dent in my car after that, and my fog light was gone. Drove that around. And so then strike 3 was one day I'm just driving, and I'm not super familiar with cars, and I don't know if any of the viewers are. Okay, so they didn't upgrade my shit. What about shit? I don't need to do that. I'm gonna be really sad if my magic is not full. God damn it. So that chest I went all the way back for doesn't count now. Anyway, so I'm driving one day, and what's called the strut. Now, the strut is kind of like that triangle framework that holds the tire in place. So the reason your tire doesn't just kind of fly up through the floor of your car or up through the trunk or anything is because of the strut that's inside the wheel well, which is the kind of little kind of alcove area where the tire kind of sits, that kind of opening underneath your car. If someone ever says, oh, I got something up in the wheel well, you know, like snow will get caught up in the wheel well of your car or something. And the strut is what's holding it there. So one day I'm driving, and I hear this like rattling noise. And I'm like, oh, old car, whatever, I'll take it to the shop, they'll, you know, fix whatever. Fucking the strut that's holding the tire where it belongs was in my trunk. So my old rusty car just rusted out so bad that like one of the essential parts that keeps me from not dying just blasted through the floor of my trunk. And you could open the trunk and see it. Quite in fact, I have a picture of it. Let me pause for a second here, and I will tweet it. Let me take my mic off. I'm sorry, because I have to charge my phone a little bit. Just give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I just realized that's a good addition to the story. Oh, I have Ni no Kuni, or Ninokuni, as I like to call it, because I'm hilarious. And I have not played it yet. I bought that day one. I was like, oh my god, no, this game's going to be all like hype and it's going to be rare and there's not going to be any copies of it, and I better buy it right now. So I paid full price for it, and now it's like on the greatest hits shelf, and you can get it for super cheap, and I did not need to do that. But yeah, I will absolutely play Ninokuni, Wrath of the Whiny Bitch, or whatever it's called. Anyway, so I just tweeted the picture, and you can get a better idea. There's a stick blasting through my trunk. And that's the thing that's holding the tire on the ground, by the way. Like, that pressure is needed. It needs to be pressing up against the frame of the car to hold the tire where it needs to be. And I'm just driving around with this thing. And so I needed to fix that. It was either that or buy an entirely new car. And shut up, Code Red. Calm down. I've never played the game. I'm hilarious. Anyway, so yeah, you can go to my Twitter and see the picture of what happened to my car. So basically, I had to go on Craigslist and be like, hey, so I need someone to weld my car back together. I don't care if the heat from the welding torch melts paint off of my car. I don't care if I can never open the trunk again. I need a car. I rely on a car. This is Los Angeles. You need to help me. So like this dude fucking just randomly calls me. He's by trade, he fabricates motorcycles. He just welds parts together, and in the end, it's a motorcycle. And sometimes he does stairways too, but like metal stuff. So just like random dude on the internet comes over and welds motorcycle parts into my car to hold it together. And so that's what I'm driving around with. No passenger seat, like fucked up trunk. And then strike 4 would happen when I was parked on the road, and then some asshole hit my car and then drove away. I wasn't there when it happened. And nice. And I come up to my car, and all of a sudden I can't open the driver's side door, and my mirror is like busted off. So I had to duct tape the mirror back on because it's illegal not to have one, and I have to come in through the passenger side door every time I want to get in my car. So yeah, that's what's up with my car. That gives you an idea of the state of my car. So coming back to my initial story about whiny soccer moms who just spend their husband's money and shit. I'm in the so again I really don't care what happens to my car at this point. It's on its way out. That car is long gone, by the way. There was no way it was passing a smog inspection, so I just got rid of it. And so I'm in a parking lot, and it's one of those parking lots with the angled spaces. It's a one-way kind of a street, and they're not perpendicular 90-degree spaces. They're like at 30 degrees, and you kind of pull in like a triangle motion, and you can only go in one direction. The point being, do not drive in the other direction. It's one way for a fucking reason. So I am halfway backed out of my space, and I hope you all understand the spaces I'm talking about. The like triangle spaces, as I kind of call them. Because the way it works is you just kind of pull up and you know turn your wheel to the right a little bit, and it makes it easier. It's supposed to promote traffic flow and everything in one direction. Excuse me, in one direction and stuff. So I'm halfway pulled out of my space. Wow, cool. Thought I was doing good. And I see. Yeah, I see people looking at my car on Twitter. In a little bit, I'll post a picture of when I get back to my phone. Post a picture of the guy who welded it, like the before and after picture. But anyway, halfway pulled out of the little triangle space, and I see someone, and again, just to paint this picture, for those of you that don't know about LA, everybody's an asshole, especially when they're driving. And I'm convinced that nobody realizes what the turn signal is for. Everybody thinks in Los Angeles that the turn signal is for claiming parking spaces. You'll never see anyone fucking use it to, signal that they're turning, and it's really fucking annoying. But, oh, God help you if you're in a parking lot and you don't turn your turn signal on. It's like this complete written in stone contract. Someone a mile away is like, oh no, my turn signal's on, it's my space. Oh, it annoys me so much. It's bad. People are just idiots. I hate it. Point being, people in parking lots they all turn into these entitled, oh, I'm gonna wait here and block the entire lane for 9 years while this person loads up their car to leave. Assholes. Like, you know how you go shopping on Christmas and the rules kind of go out the window because you have to give some leeway. Like, you kind of need a parking space on Christmas. So, I'll give someone the benefit of the doubt. Like, okay, you're going to wait for this space. It's like that all the time in Los Angeles. And even if there's a space right over there, this person needs that space. It needs exactly this one. And the worst is when there's parking on the street. Downtown here, there's a particular spot where people will just hold up entire traffic lights because they're waiting for that one spot. Oh my god, it's so bad. Again, everyone's an entitled asshole. So they'll go out of their way, they'll break the law, they'll cross the line, they'll do whatever. Back to me. Dog, no, not on the laptop. So I'm halfway pulled out of my space, and someone decides, oh, look, someone's leaving. Not me, by the way. Some other person's leaving. They decide, someone's leaving, but I'm a little too far forward. I'm going to back up. And they're right near me. Now, remember I said, these things are one way for a goddamn reason. I'm halfway out of my space. 5 seconds ago, my car wasn't there. And sure as shit, I see someone backing up, and I'm like, oh my god, they're going to hit me. Now, keep in mind, there is a car backing up to me. I'm at a 30-degree angle. They're in the motion of coming toward me. So my choices are move forward or like get out of the car and try to warn them or something. I want to make it very clear that if I decided to move forward and get out of their way, I would have collided with their car because I'm at the 30-degree angle. It wasn't like the 90-degree angle where I could be like, oh, scoot away real quick. The nose of my car is more or less kind of pointed at them because of these angled parking spaces. So I am not moving. I am staying the fuck still because if I move, then I'm at fault. So this woman, she's backing up, and I lay on the horn. I'm like, beep, 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 beep. Are you fucking kidding me? Beep, Jesus Christ, beep, beep, beep. And so not only does she hit me, but because I'm at an angle, she like gets up under the wheel well of my car. She like really scratches the fuck out of her car because again, we're at an angle. She doesn't just hit me. She kind of goes a good like 5 feet all up underneath my car. And I'm like, bitch, don't back up in a parking lot. What is wrong with you? Like, I don't say any of this. I'm thinking this. I'm like, I warned her. I did everything. Because, like I said, I am not going to move forward because that would just promote the scratching of the other car. If that makes sense. So at this point, we haven't made eye contact or anything. And so I'm just like, I am rolling my eyes. I have got the internal face palm. Just like, bitch, I warned you. I don't get it. So she steps out of her Lexus, her fucking track shoes, her running shoes, her fucking yoga pants, just her fucking... And remember, at the beginning of the story, I said, you know how you can just tell someone's entire life story just by looking at them? I saw her leg come out, her, like, toned leg and everything. And, like, don't get me wrong. I mean, she looked good. Obviously, you know, someone takes care of their body. She looks good. And then I saw her face. And this is how I describe it. Those of you familiar with DC Comics, you know how the Joker is always trying to, like, destroy the water supply and shit and poison everything? And the Joker toxin. You know what the Joker toxin does to your face? Where it's, like, this permanent, like, not even like pleasant smile. It's like this twisted, fucked up. It fucks with the nerves in your face and gives you like this permanent Joker look on your face all the time. And then you die from it. That's what this woman looked like. She had like 3,000 pounds of makeup on because, you know, she had time to... She's the type of person who's like, oh, I got to wear makeup when I go to the gym because I'm totally not about to sweat for 2 hours. And I took one look at her and she had like Botox, like she must have had like the Botox home kit where she just does it herself all the time. Her face was all, I knew she never worked a day in her fucking life. And I was just, in that moment, I'm just like, you know what? I'm not even mad. And I had a smoothie. I remember I was drinking a smoothie and she looked at me. She stepped out of her car. She was completely at fault. Didn't even care. Stepped out of her car, took one look at me and like gave me the like, you know, the like disappointed mom look, the like scowl where they shake their head at you like, oh, you're in trouble now. And my counter response was to just bring the smoothie up, bring the straw up to my mouth and just like take a sip and just like whatever. I gave her the shrug too. I'm like, what? What do you want me to do? I didn't even get out of the car. She like looked at the scratch on her car. I'm like, no, this is your fault. You backed up when you should not have. I fucking honked at you. Deal with it. And it was a good day. and I'm not trying to bag on anyone who like goes to the gym. You know, if you're fortunate enough to have the time, you know, trophy wives do have the time to do that. I wish I could work out more. You know, it's good to take care of your body, for sure. But I'm saying the type of people that you can just look at and just like tangibly feel the vanity coming off of them like a fucking steam. I could just see it in her face. I'm like, I do not feel sorry for you. Just get a fucking job, I swear to God. For fucking 9 surgeries a week, 18 hours a day at the gym because she has nothing better to do. No. Have some purpose in your life, please. So yeah, there's that. I see you all reacting to my picture in my story. I would love to read that, but as you're all aware, I suck at this section of the game, so let's try and do better with that. Oh shit, he's straight up. Oh, okay, so he grabs you and you're in a helpless state there. Hot except for her face. Yeah, Butterface. That is a good explanation. Oh yeah, I want to read all your responses here. Oh, Empty Noise. To answer your question, see, yeah, this is why I'm glad I'm going through the stream. Street legal. All street legal really means is do the blinkers work. Do you have a driver's side mirror and do the lights work? That's really all it takes for a vehicle to be street legal. So you see those like little golf cart, electric whatever's driving around with no doors on them. As long as they got mirrors and lights, that's street legal. And oh yeah, the California stop. But yeah, so yeah, that's my story about the about Butterface plastic surgery Joker toxin bitch. But yeah, no, I remember the response. I had a smoothie. I wanted that smoothie so bad, and I was pulling out of the driveway drinking my smoothie, you know, pulling out of the parking space. And she looks at me, and my mom personally was really good at the scowl, the I don't have to say anything, I'll just give you that look and shake my head a little bit, just where you know your mom is pissed. And that's the look this woman in the parking lot gave me. But it was just so, I don't know, maybe after years of having my mom do that to me and me being completely in the clear, it was just so nice. And I just raised the smoothie like, the only way it could have been any better is if I was wearing sunglasses. Just like, what? Slurp noise, you know? And then I gave her the shrug. I'm like, bitch, no. Because normally in situations like that, you get out of your car and you go, oh no! Oh, is it okay? Can you buff it out? Oh, let's exchange insurance information, make sure everything's okay. I was just not having it that day. I'm like, you backed into me, and that was completely stupid. So try not to do that in the future. And then I took one look at her face and just knew I'm not sorry. Oh, I went for the quick time. So yeah, I love that story because you don't get very many chances like that to be completely right. Because what would happen in a situation like that, especially a rich bitch like that, she would be knocking on my window, you know, just making me get out of the car, screaming, yelling, everything, but she didn't do any of that. I gave her the shrug, and she just, like, surrendered. Like, if you're ever in a situation where you just, without any verbal exchange, you can be completely right about like a fender bender situation, it's just the greatest feeling in the world. The fact that she did not even try and push the situation, the fact that she knew she was completely wrong and I had that victory over her was just, oh man, I'm getting excited. I think you can hear it in my voice. It was too good. But yeah, so yeah, that was my car. You know, if I had like a new car, I might have been pissed. But she didn't even damage like any of the like important parts of the car. She got up underneath it, up in the wheel well there. So it wasn't even like a cosmetic or even viewable part of the car. So I did maximum damage to her car while doing minimum damage to mine. Ah! I do not time their little hammer jabs. I'm ready for their like full-on hammer swings, but not their little jabs. Ah, jeez. I never see him coming. Shit! Damn it. That's tricky, because when you hold the block button and then hit square, it prompts the cyclone thing. Super don't care emote smoothie. Yes. Yes, Metricos. Let's remember that. I would love that. A smoothie with sunglasses. That's the next step up from deal with it. Empty noise. Let me take another break here real quick now that I died. Let me allow me to go because you said about shit welded together and everything. Let me go tweet the after picture of the guy. He did a good job. Let me show you what happened to my car after he was done with it. 2 seconds. Okay, so yeah, I had to make sure the tweet went through. My phone has trouble sometimes tweeting pictures. But anyway, empty noise. To answer your question, yes. Wait, so you can just have like a duct tape fucking whatever the fuck car and have that be... See, when I lived in New York and you have to get your car inspected every year, this is a yearly process. You have to bring it into the shop and you have to get a certified professional to say, yes, the brake works. Yes, the mirrors are in good alignment. Yes, the tires have tread on them so you're not going to go slipping around like an asshole. Yes, the horn works. That's a requirement. The horn has to work because it's required that your car is safe and able to, like, you know, ward off like deer or something, or warn other drivers that, oh no, my car is out of control. Like, just like, I think it's called like a 26-point inspection or something. Like, lots of shit has to be correct with the car before they let you drive it on the road. And then after you do that, then you take it to the DMV and suck 96 years out of your life because it's the DMV. And so, yeah. You have to, your car has to be in good working order, and that makes sense. You don't want some asshole on the road like, oh yeah, whatever, only the gas pedal works, nothing else. In California, you don't even have to do that once a year. You have to do that once every 2 years. And it gets better. The only thing you have to make sure it does is pass a smog test. That's it. Oh, does your car have high emissions? We can't allow you to drive that. Sorry. That's it. Your brakes don't need to work. Nothing. Lights, fucking, they don't care. Now, don't get me wrong. A cop will probably pull you over if your taillight is out or something. That's just common sense. But you do not have to pass an inspection. You just have to make sure it's not spewing smog. Oh, boo-hoo. Fucking California. And yeah, and then you can take a look at the picture that I tweeted that might answer your question a little further.